So welcome back to another video. Today we're going to take a look at the new Boomkin forms, which a lot of people are very excited for, me included. So as you can see here, I did kind of go into the PTR and I made a Boomkin, and I thought, why not just check out the different customization options together, because you can really put together some really awesome Boomkins here. I do want to point out that the run animation for them, I do think they changed them a little bit, because I did try this on the PTR when it just came out, and I got very nauseous looking at the Boomkin running, and I don't get any more. So either that is just me getting used to it, or they did patch it up a little bit to make the movements less exaggerated. So like the movement itself of the Boomkin looks a lot better, I think, than a couple of weeks ago or a week ago, but maybe I'm just mistaken. So we're going to take a look at the Boomkin customization options. As you can see, the Balance Druid artifact weapon looks amazing together with the Druid form. I do also really love the green version of the Boomkin skin together with the green version of this staff that looks a little bit more metallic. But let's go and take a look at the different customization options, because there is quite a few. If you're here, of course, you probably already have seen a lot of videos talking about all different customization options, but I kind of know from my own experience that when I'm excited about something new coming out to WoW, I tend to just spam watch videos on YouTube, from different creators, even though they're showing the same thing. So, let's take a look at Moonkin and just go through some different sets that we can do. So I was a little bit concerned about how they were going to do the classic Moonkin form for each race versus the new one. Basically, we're doing a full transformation option. So this is the old one, and this is the new one. So as you can see already here, we're going from this old basic form that I have hated for so long. I have actively not played Boomkin simply for the reason that I don't like the chicken form, and I don't like the glyph of stars that we can get from the auction house. So I have not been playing Boomkin for that simple reason. Some people don't play Feral Druid because they don't like being in a tiger form constantly. I actually quite like Feral Druid, but Boomkin is the one that I've not really been into. But the new forms here look incredible, so I will definitely be playing Boomkin now, because I've been wanting to play it. I just didn't like the visuals. So we do have different options for color. We do have the blue one, which gives off kind of like a Azura Span, snowy, sort of like ice, astral, like magic kind of like look to it. We do also have a green version down here, which is a little bit more naturey. This is what I would see as a night elf sort of color. I really love this one. This is my favorite color of all four of them. And then we do also have this one, which is the brown one that looks a little bit more horde. It could also just be alliance, depending on how you combine with the other colors. But I just really think they look incredible. We do have another option here, which is locked right now, which is more of a Druid of the Flame sort of thing that will get unlocked when we do actually get more fiery options in the next patch. So this is an option that you can unlock just like with the Warlock pets in the previous patch, which is kind of cool. So I'll go ahead and pick the green one here just because I really like it. We can then also choose a horn style. So if you want something very subtle, or if you want something very majestic, you can do that. I really like this one because it kind of looks like Hellboy with the when he gets the fire between his horns, when he actually becomes a demon. So this one looks very cool with the, them sort of like wrapping around the effect that I applied here. Looks really awesome, I think. So there's many different options. Some people like the big ones. This one is very cool too. I think this one really wraps around really nice as well. We do also have big options. So right now we have something called Raptor. We do also have just a Parrot. We have Medium. And then we have Parakeet. So depending on how you want your Boomkin to look like, I personally like the Raptor one because it's a little bit more menacing. But you can choose different beak options, which looks really nice. We do also have colors for the horns and beak. So you can choose this one that I picked already, a darker version. You can also choose a more ivory, yellowish one if you want to do that. We do also have a more neutral one with bright colors, so it's not completely dark like this one up here. Just a little bit more neutral, I think. And then we do also have one that looks a bit more like an actual bird, because a lot of times you'll see birds have yellow beaks. So that's an option you can pick too. And then we do also have a very icy one at the bottom here. Might go really well together with this one, if someone want to do that. Personally, I do kind of like the darker version. We do also have eyebrows, so we can actually go in and change how the eyebrows are going to be, if they're going to be shaved, if we're going to medium-sized, small droop, short straight, long droop, very short, long straight. I personally like this one that wraps around because I like my Boomkin to look extraordinary. So, the big horns with the big eyebrows, I think it looks really good. We can also go down and choose whiskers. As you can see, I chose the magnificent one. You can also choose a very subtle one if you want to do that. We have different options here. Look amazing. This one is very magnificent, but I do really like this one. This one's a little bit more, extraordinary, but not as in your face. Like this one kind of looks a little bit like Santa or something. You could pick it, of course. Like I guess we can just go ahead and pick it here because it looks really cool. We do also have the option for feathers, and this is actually one I'm really excited about. So if you go down to feathers, you can choose none. So you can see we just have kind of like a bear with fists. You can also go ahead and choose that you want to have standard, which is how they normally look like. We do also have the long, which looks, again, extra majestic. This is one that I really like because I like the combination with the big horns and everything. And then we do also have short. So this is not the exact same thing as none, because then there's absolutely no effects going on. You can kind of see we have these the flow of effects going down the arms that actually completely disappeared if you pick none. So yeah, this looks really awesome. I'm going to go with the long ones because I like extraordinary. We'll go over to the next option here. This one is with the decorations that are going around the neck and around the back. So you can actually choose none. So just completely empty if you don't like any decorations. Standard, which is the same one as we have inside the classic form that we have here. So if you want something that looks like that, we can do that. Personally, I'm not a big fan of it because it's what we had before. I like something new. Gemstones, which is a little bit more, about crystals. This is very night elfy. I really like this one. We do also have rune feathers. This one looks really nice too. A little bit more if you like the primal version of a Boomkin, the feathers and everything. Some basic rocks that are picked off the ground. Looks really cool. We have leaves. Very night elfy, I think. Looks really cool. I even like the little gem you have here in the front. So even though you do have leaves all over the place with, I guess, some wood, you still have a glowy rock in front there. And then we have this one, which is called Cord. This is my personal favorite one. I really love how all the different gems have different effects inside of them. So this one just looks like it's heavy, brings a little bit of weight to the decorations. I really like that. We do also have decoration color. So you can actually choose something that looks icy, which kind of matches together with the colors of the actual feather colors that we could pick previously. We do also have the more brownish one. So the horde colored ones, so to speak. We do also have the purple one, which goes together with the green really well. And then we have the one for the fiery version of the form that we, again, have not unlocked yet. So yeah, we have some really nice ones. I personally really like the brown leather strips. So I think that is a really nice thing to pick there. We do also have effects. And this one is going to affect how the effects around the actual Boomkin is going to be appearing. So we have moon. That kind of gives this little moon symbol at the top of the face here. I don't really think there's anything special going on with the actual arms. It might be the same thing for all the different effects here. So if I pick swirlies, yeah, so we can see it's pretty much just on top of the head that is changing. I really like the swirly because it looks very, very magical. It's the biggest effect so far, so I think that's why I like it. We do also have starlight. This one gives kind of a different effect to it. So instead of having something on top of the head, instead you get more of an effect like there's magic coming off the Boomkin, which looks really nice too. We do also have body, which makes it more like a mist coming off the Boomkin. So not as like magic, but more like he's sweating off, pure power because he has too much of it. Personally, I'm a really big sucker for when it comes to the swirl, because it looks very big. That's guess just the style that I have. There's a joke in there somewhere. We do also have effect colors, which is really nice looking. We have the fiery effect. So if you do actually have the Druid of the Flame unlocked, you can have a fire boomkin. We do also have one here that is very wrath looking in colors. So when you have the wrath and the starfire, this one looks very awesome. I especially like when you have different colors than the skin color. They complement each other really well. So it's not like the same color. Like if I pick green with green, you know, of course it still looks good, but it just like blends in together. So I really like when something is a little bit more outstanding, like it doesn't look the same. So this right here looks really good to me, even though it's not quite complementary colors. We have blue and orange, which is, but the green is not really. You could maybe go back and do a blue one. Like this one is a little bit more closer to complementary. But then we do also have, if you want to have something a little bit more dark, mystical, starfire, you know, like a moon type moonkin, then you can do that. So you can maybe pick some colors that goes together with a more dark themed schematic. So if we can actually do that. This one right here maybe looks a little bit ominous, menacing. You know, if we were to pick some different decorations, let's choose something that looks a little bit more. Maybe if we do something like this looks a little bit more magical. But yeah, I definitely love the color versions. I do kind of wish we had a more purpley color for the actual skin. Because that would look really nice if you want something a little bit more astral. Because right now the icy form looks really nice, but it's more icy than it is arcane. I think it's the arcane look that I'm looking for with the darker colors. So it's like a little bit more dangerous looking. But yeah, like the options that we got, super awesome. I really love the different colors that we're getting. And there's just so many combination options you can do here. Like it's just incredible to see. So we can do something like this. Do something like this. Choose different colors. Let's go with this one actually. Yeah, something like this looks a little bit more harmonic with the colors. Accept. And then you can see we get a different type of moonkin. It just looks really good. I do want to kind of show that we have, you know, the different staff options when it comes to the Legion artifact weapons. So if we were to go in here and actually try them out. So if we were to go inside my staves and actually pick maybe like this one, because this one looks really nice in combination. You can kind of see how we're getting like this neutral looking staff, but with the same color as the effect on the Boomkin. Like it just looks really good, I think. So, you know, I'm definitely, when I pick up Boomkin and get the new customization options in the next patch or so, we will get a next patch. Then I'm definitely going to be using this artifact weapon here in combination with it, because it just looks spot on, something that a Boomkin like this would walk around with. So it just looks really good. So yeah. A little bit of Boomkin action. We're finally getting it. Like, it's one of those awkward things, because we've gotten new feral forms, travel forms. You know, it's like this, like a new Boomkin form has kind of been like at the very top of the list for new things that should be included inside this game. Because, honestly, like, there's so many players that goes to the auction house to buy the Glyph of Stars, and it just looks horrific. Like, it doesn't look very good. But it's like, you know, choosing between a turd and a smaller turd, so you got to pick the smaller turd one. This right here is gold. This is really awesome looking, and I'm just so excited that we're finally getting new Boomkin forms. So yeah, with that, and this guy out of the way, I hope you enjoyed this little preview. Got to see all the different options, some different combinations. Are you excited as I am to get the Boomkin customizations? Because I definitely can't wait for this. This is just incredible. Like, I've always wanted to play Druid, but the simple fact that the range spec did not look very good made me keep away from it. So this right here is a really good incentive to trying out Balance Druid. And we're probably going to see a lot of Balance players once this actually comes out. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. and I'll see you guys next time.